Hello everyone, my name's Ash Finlay and today I'm going to teach you how to flare. I've been riding 15 years and I learnt flares probably 13 years ago, so long time ago. My first tip in learning flares, I actually learnt flips first, which made the flare then easier for the rotation spectrum of things. So with a flip I went straight up, and with a flare I do the same sort of thing. You want to aim to be flipping, but you need to pull out of the ramp, not up. If you pull up, you'll do too much flip. Second part of advice I'd go for as well, going straight to a foam pit is going to be the easiest route to getting the flare how you want them, so then you can perfect it onto resi, and then obviously hopefully in time you can then go to wood. In the foam pit you need to be making sure you're pulling out of the ramp. If you're flipping too much and hitting into the wall, or you're not landing in transition, you need to be pulling out of the ramp more. If you're doing too much spin, you're not flipping enough, so you need to get the balance in between to make it work in terms of how the flare is going to come into the ramp when you land. When taking off for the flare, I wouldn't go dead straight, because you're then going to be more enticed to hitting the wall or not pulling out the ramp enough. I go just in between straight flip and just before spin, so I'm just in between the two. So when I pull out of the ramp on a flare, I'm pulling away and up and looking over my shoulder, whether it'll be your left shoulder if you air left, my right shoulder because I air the right hand side. So I pull up and out, and I drop this shoulder just a little bit, not mad amounts, but just a little bit, enough to get the rotation started. So a few common problems I also see is people coming in a bit back wheel, or a bit, when they're sliding out and they're not getting that full rotation. You need to be popping more, and as you're in the air, feeling yourself coming into the foam pit or the resi or the ramp, push down more on your bars if you're having that problem. Also, I think going too fast at learning the trick, so if you're pedaling in and going too fast for the ramp, you're going to miss everything, so you're not going to get the rotation. You need to be slower, composed, to make sure you get the pop straight off the ramp. As soon as your front wheel leaves the ramp, you want to be popping out and away from the ramp. If you haven't got a foam pit or a resi ramp, I suggest a quarter to a flat bank or something with a little bit more of a mellower landing. That's going to help you progress the trick and land the trick a lot faster. The reason I like this trick the most is because I'm pretty generic with the flare itself, so I can do them on bigger quarters, smaller stuff, gaps, and I love boosting them as well. It's the best feeling in the world once you get them to where you want to get them to. Personally, to do your first flare, or to get comfortable with your flare, I think an average 6 foot, maybe 7 foot quarter, if you have it at your skate park, is going to be the best thing for the trick. I think also if it's too steep, the idea would be to pull less, a lot less on the flare. If it's a mellower quarter, then you need to be pulling more to allow yourself to pop more off the ramp to get the flare to come in nicely. You've seen a few of my flares here. If you want more advice or you want to see more flares, head over to my Instagram and you'll be able to see a lot more flares on my Instagram. Thank you.